So this review, I'm going to talk about the predictive value of a dependent variable. So as you can see, this already come to the predictive value. So it's all these predictions, virus, predictions confidence interval, something like that. So you know that we used y as the prediction. So we used y as the symbol for the prediction. Let me just use the black. Okay. So once we got our prediction, say that we got a y, and of course this is predicted number. So I'm adding a hat here, and b1, of course, all this coefficient is the predicted value, and we plus the b1, which is also a predicted value of the coefficient, and of course we add x here. So that is the our prediction regression function. Okay, and once we got that, we make our prediction. We make our prediction of y, and this is just a point estimate. Okay, point estimate is not so accurate because just one point. What I want to do is to have a like a confidence interval. So like the range, give you an interval, and most maybe 99% of the time or 95% of the time you can choose the choose whatever you want, and you choose that confidence interval, and the prediction will range in that range. Okay, so we kind of need to the standard error of the forecast here. And how to do that? We use the confidence interval estimate. So we got the point estimate to be here, and we plus and we minus. So we got the right, the upper bound or lower bound. So we got the interval here. So the upper bound will be, of course, this t will represent the confidence that you have. For example, if you want to get 99% of the confidence, you check the graph and you got number t, and you just plug in here. And of course, we want to get the standard error of the forecast. So we got the standard error of the forecast. So let me just use this the forecast. Yeah. So this the plus, and also we can just minus that t and the forecast. And that's how I memorized this range, this interval. This is no longer the point estimate, but rather we kind of upgraded to the interval estimate. So at a certain confidence level, the prediction will fall into this interval. So that's how we calculate that. And of course, we need to consider the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom equals to m minus 2, simple as that. And of course, the tricky part is the standard error of the forecast. So the S forecast is a little bit difficult for you to memorize, but I got a trick here. So we got SE, standard error of the estimate. Okay, so I will later I will show you the trick, but let's just hard code it, hard write all this formula down. So the SE equals to 1 plus n, 1 divided by n, and plus the predicted value of the x. So this predicted value of x, subtract the average value of x, we square that, and we divide it by n minus 1, x stands the error, the x, we square that. So that's pretty much how I do this calculation, but there's a little but here. You can kind of just use the SE for simplicity reason, because as you know, if the n is so big, this is very small, right? And if the n is so big, this is very small. So approximately this is just 1 or something like that. So once you multiply that by SE, really just the answer most likely is just the SE. So if you don't want to calculate all of that, you want to do the quick calculation, or if you just forgot this formula at the exam day, you just use the SE and to check whether you got the right answer. But my recommendation is that if you do have time, you kind of need to memorize all that in order to get the S forecast, and just plug all this S forecast into that. to get the prediction range. Okay.